Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. Now, we've just seen a massive upset. I don't know many people who are honestly giving Jeff Horn a shot. He was a heavy underdog and he just beat Pacquiao via unanimous decision. That's weird too with boxing. I personally have Pacquiao winning, but we'll take a look at the numbers. It's weird too when some of these fights like this are unanimous. It's like, really? I can understand maybe a split decision, majority decision, but unanimous? Either way, I want to show you guys. Let's take a look at some numbers. Post-fight, ESPN, Top Rank, they have the numbers available. And it's funny to me, before I get started real quick, if you look at some of the videos I made leading up to this fight, they say, oh, Ego, you're racist, you hate Pacquiao, right? And then now I tell you guys my honest opinion, like usual. I had Pacquiao winning. Some people had Jeff Horn winning. It was a competitive fight. So now people are saying, oh, you're crying, you lost money on Pacquiao, get over it. Stop crying. It's just funny. I love my job. Like I said, videos leading up to this, they said I was the Pacquiao hater. And now that I have him winning, because that's what I honestly seen in a competitive fight, Jeff Horn definitely, he earned some points in the heart department. He was durable and he did better than people thought, but I had Pacquiao winning. And now all of a sudden I'm crying over Pacquiao. It's hilarious how this works. But enough of that. Let's get into some numbers. Now, ESPN showed this. You should see it on screen. Pacquiao threw 573 punches and he landed 182. COMPUBOX. Jeff Horn threw more, but he landed less. He threw 625 and he landed 92. So this is very telling to me, and we'll look at some more. You'll see the screenshots. Pacquiao, his total punches, he connected for 32%, and that's almost double Jeff Horn's 15%. Again, Pacquiao threw less, but he landed more. Now, I'm not a person that I understand CompuBox. It's a person with a little ticker, so it's not going to be 100% accurate. But this is kind of what I've seen, and you got to understand in boxing, the reason why I thought Pacquiao won the fight is because, see, there's a lot of people that they don't go off of the actual scoring criteria. They go off of who they like more, or whose style they like more, or if you have hatred for the other person. Like for me, like I said, some people were just saying I was the Pacquiao hater, and now all of a sudden you're saying I'm crying over Pacquiao. But I have this thing called integrity. So I don't care who you think I hate, who you think I love. I call it how I see it, straight down the middle. And I'm not gonna rob that man of my honest assessment. If I thought Jeff Horn honestly won after the first viewing, I'll tell you that. But I'm not gonna sit up here and rejoice and act like, haha, Pacquiao. You know, I'm the Pacquiao hater, so it would have been easy. And to be honest, there's a lot of Pacquiao fans that are nasty, like in the comment section, racial slurs, this and that. Like I said, they were saying I was a Pacquiao hater in previous videos, but that's not my steez. I don't have to kick a man while he's down, or if I didn't really see the fight unfold like that, I don't have to, oh yeah, haha, Pacquiao, that's what you get, your little hype job. I'm not doing that. I thought Pacquiao won. You know what I mean? I told you when Chocolatito fought Sor Rungvisai, I thought Chocolatito won. They said I hate Chocolatito too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a straight shooter. It is what it is. Whoever I think wins, that's who I thought won. That's my honest opinion. You know what I mean? I have nothing against these fighters. I have nothing. I don't have a horse in the race. I don't work for Top Rank. I'm not Team Pacquiao. I don't work for HBO. I work for me. I get paid every month. At the end of the month, it says YouTube, Google on my paycheck. So I don't have to pick any side. I just tell you what I've seen, and I love that creative control. And I thought Pacquiao won this fight. And as the numbers show you, I think a huge portion of it is I'm all good with aggression, but it has to be effective aggression. There's plenty of guys that come forward, but you don't win a fight. This is not HBO over here. This is not HBO commentary. This is Boxingego. To me, you don't win a fight purely by showing that you're trying and not being effective with your aggression. It's aggression, but there's a word in front of it that means something. Effective. And Jeff Horn was effective in spots, but as you see from the punch stats, he threw more but landed less. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody wants to make one of them videos that y'all after fights and controversy, y'all make slow motion videos, somebody check CompuBox and see if these numbers are accurate. But from the eye test, it looks like these numbers could be accurate because I seen Jeff Horn missing a lot. And I'm not saying he missed everything. He caught Pacquiao, he hurt him in the 6th round, things like that. So I'm not saying everything he did was all bad. I have nothing against Jeff Horn. I'm just telling you what I seen. He was kind of wild, kind of sloppy. I think in spots it worked to his advantage that he had that awkward style, herky-jerky, whatever. But not enough to win the fight in my view. And like I said, I'm not going to just, like, it'd be so easy with, like I said, how nasty and harsh some of the Pacquiao fans are. It'd be easy for me to be like, aha, Pacquiao, that's what you got. Because there's a lot of foolishness, like Max Kellerman. I did a video about it. See, and this is the thing. When you've been doing this as long as me, you don't have to. The truth always comes out. I told you. Max Kellerman said some crazy shit talking about Floyd Mayweather will probably get knocked out in a fight, in a rematch. But you admit Floyd pieced up Pacquiao in the first fight and won the fight. And then on top of that, you said Floyd waited till Pacquiao got old. So what's an even older Pacquiao going to do to get a knockout when he hasn't had a knockout since 2009? And then now that we see this, you guys see what I said versus what Max Kellerman says. And this is, I don't have no issue with him. I've interviewed him. He's a cool dude. But I mean, who was right and who was saying some ludicrous shit? If you had Jeff Horn, who had like 15 fights, that badly hurt, and you can't pull the trigger on him, how the fuck are you going to do it to Floyd Mayweather, who already fought you and got 12 rounds in the book, so probably learned little things that you do, just like Marquez. You know what I mean? Floyd is one of the fastest learners in boxing. He'll compute what you did and then just store that in his little mental database, right? And on top of that, Jeff Horn has no defense, and he was still walking you down and herky-jerky. So imagine that with Floyd's defense. How are you going to create that knockout? And like I said, he might be able to hurt Floyd, but he hurt him in the first fight, and Floyd overcame that. Jeff Horn got badly hurt, way worse than Floyd, and it looked like he was done for. Legs looked stiff in the whole 9, and he survived. Let's continue with some of the numbers. It just, like I said, look at what they say then, and then compare it to what you actually see. Does it look like Pacquiao would stop Mayweather in the rematch now? Jabs. Pacquiao threw 193, and once again, Jeff Horn threw more but landed less. He threw 197, so very close in the thrown, but Pacquiao landed 59 jabs, and Jeff Horn only landed 19. And again, these numbers are very indicative of what I've seen. You have the taller, bigger fighter, right, in Jeff Horn. How is he getting out-jabbed by the guy with shorter arms in Pacquiao? So Pacquiao's jab connect percentage was 31% to Jeff Horn's 10%. And then finally, power punches. Jeff Horn, once again, threw more, 428%. Pacquiao only threw 380, but thrown doesn't really mean anything, because if you're missing, it doesn't matter. It's like me shooting a missile trying to hit my enemy, and then it goes astray and it doesn't hit their base or whatever, their headquarters. You know what I mean? So throwing is one thing, but hitting the target is different. Pacquiao threw 380, landed 123 for a 32%, and Jeff Horn, he threw 428, so more, but he only landed 73. Pacquiao has triple digits, and Jeff Horn's power punch connect percentage is 17%. So again, the numbers speak volume. Not always, but in this fight it does. And this is why I had Pacquiao winning, mostly because of effective aggression. Jeff Horn, what he was doing was making it awkward, maybe hard to time, but it wasn't effective at all spots. Pacquiao was landing the cleaner shots. He was outlanding in almost every single category we discussed. Total punches, jabs, and power punches. He outlanded them in every category. Plus, if you look at, they were both hurt in this fight. Pacquiao got hurt in the 6th round, but he recovered well, and the round ended, and that was that. But you look at when Pacquiao hurt Jeff Horn in the 9th round, he looked like a dead man out there. He looked like he was going to get stopped. The referee even told you, he said, you got to show me something or this is over. And credit to Jeff Horn, he showed a massive amount of heart after that, and he was still trying to fight back, and he recovered pretty well too. But that 9th round was way worse than Pacquiao getting clipped and hurt in the 6th round. You know what I mean? And Pacquiao got clipped with 2 rights, like that were really definitive in that 6th round, and an uppercut against the ropes. So Jeff Horn was doing some good work. I think the fight was competitive, but like I said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. And I think CompuBox is not always accurate, and it doesn't always tell the tale, especially when somebody could outthrow or outland and not have that much power. But clearly Pacquiao's power, it wasn't maybe what it was back in the day, but it was enough to nearly get Jeff Horn out of there. So you have to consider, why is the guy who's outlanding the other guy in every category, plus had him more hurt and more visibly on death row, as I like to call it, in his best round as opposed to Jeff Horn's best round? It's like, so what did Jeff Horn, how did he win this? You know what I mean? What did he do? Teddy Atlas said the same thing. There's a bunch of celebrities, Kobe's, like what the fuck, Aaron Rodgers, Marlon Wayans. But I made a reaction video, check that out. But those are the numbers. Let me know what you guys think. If you've seen something different, those are the actual CompuBox numbers, and that's pretty insightful, and it's pretty consistent with what I seen. I seen a guy who was trying, a guy who showed an immense amount of heart. But again, this is not a Rocky movie. You don't score boxing based on a guy coming out of nowhere and being a no-namer and underdog and doing better than you thought. You know what I mean? You score, and Pacquiao's a champion. I know they say it takes more to beat a champion. That's kind of an urban legend, but still, I mean, he was the champion. So no matter what you slice it, I just really don't see what Jeff Horn did other than make the fight more compelling and more competitive than people thought it could be, because people thought he was going to get knocked out. But again, you can't score a fight like that. You can't say, oh, because this bum or this guy, he's doing better than we expected. I mean, it doesn't look good. And I'm going to talk about this more. Part of it is Pacquiao's fight, or part of it is Pacquiao's fault for how he was fighting. He made the fight harder than it needed to be, and he did leave some of it up for interpretation. But again, those are the numbers. Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.